next 48 hours are very critical. And also, we also decided that if they attack any of our installations, military installations, we are going to reply with military, attacking their military installations which matter to them. So since we already had our plans ready, this point was debated, and both the CNCs involved, the air headquarters, and the other services, we had taken a call that since they are mostly attacking us by Air Force assets and my Air Force bases are under threat, we should respond without waiting, in case this continues tonight also. And sure enough, this time we had their attack on our airfields with not only just loiter munitions, some of long-range weapons. Their aircraft tried to penetrate our defenses. Our air defense systems have done a wonderful job. The S-400 system, which we had recently bought, has been a game changer. The range of that system has really kept their aircraft away from their weapons like, those long-range glide bombs that they have. They've not been able to use any one of those because they've not been able to penetrate this system. And during our first night, sixth, seventh night, also air defense system had ensured that when they did their repost, their fighter aircraft was threatened. That time they had come with some of those long-range weapons which they were able to penetrate into our defenses in Balakot time, if you remember. Some of the army, some of the bombs had fallen very close to army area. But this time, since we were ready to use our long-range weapons of surface-to-air guided weapons, they were deterred. I think initially we found the build-up taking place, a very massive build-up taking place. But once the first missile was fired from our side, from the ground, we suddenly found that that dissipation of that build-up. Based on specific intelligence, we had taken a call that here we have to attack the airfield. So the airfield was attacked, and their building, the main building where the planning goes on, which is also used as a civil terminal building also at times. As far as Sukhoi airfield is concerned, we attacked their UAV hangar and a radar site. You have the visuals available here. This is the hangar which has been flattened, and this is the radar site which is before and after. Bulari, again, an AEWC hangar was attacked, and here we have very clear hint that there was an aircraft inside when this attack took place. Sargodha, we've grown up in our Air Force, dreaming about days like this. Someday we'll get a chance to go there. And so it just so happens that I got my chance just before I retired. So we attacked the airfield there because we had very hard ink on F-16s taking off from there, and the ones who were attacking us in Srinagar as well as in Adampur. So we took on the airfield there. Again, intentionally not taken on certain other installations in this airfield because of some kind of calculation by us that may lead to unnecessary escalation. And this is the last slide I have on this. That is Shahbaz, the Jacobabad airfield, one of them, again, a major airfield that was attacked. And here there's an F-16 hangar, which you can see here. And here, this is the photograph again from open source, from one of their earlier pictures of the same hangar. And here, that hangar, which is one half of the hangar is gone. And I'm sure there were some aircraft inside which have got damaged there. So, if I can just sum it up, what we were able to get there at least 2 command and control centers in like Murid and Chaklala that I've shown you one of the pictures. At least 6 radars. Some of them big, some of them small. 2 SAGW system that is in Nahor and Okara. Then of course, runway at Sargodha and Rahimia Khan. 3 hangars that we attacked. One was, of course, Sukur, the UAV hangar, the Bholari hangar of AEWNC, and Jacobabad, the F-16 hangar. And we have indication of at least one AEWNC in that AEWC hangar, and a few F-16s which were under maintenance there. Mostly from, I'm talking about fighter aircraft are from S-400. We have at least 5 fighters confirmed killed and 1 large aircraft, which could be either an Elint aircraft or an AEWNC aircraft, which was taken out at a distance of about 300 kilometers. This is the actually largest ever recorded surface-to-air kill that we can talk about. And apart from, of course, this, there are a large number of UAVs, drones, there some of their missiles which have fallen in our territory.